So I recently filmed a video where I asked people in Montreal, what's one thing you love about the city? What's one thing you hate about the city? And I thought the video turned out pretty cool. I hope you watched it. But one comment I got was I asked too many tourists. I went to old Montreal and a lot of people I spoke to were fresh in the city. So today I'm going to try again and I'm going to go out of my way to find Montrealers. I hope you like it. Let's get right to it. What's your name?
Lila.
Lila, what's something you love about Montreal?
Something I love about Montreal is that you can travel not very far, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes on a bike or a few metro stops, and you arrive in a completely different neighborhood with a completely different energy and different opportunities. There aren't too many things that I don't like about it, to be quite honest. Sometimes people walk in the bike path and that really frustrates me, but that's not so bad, all things considered.
What's your name?
My name's Henry.
Henry, what's something you love about Montreal?
I love the women of the women of Montreal. They're beautiful. Yeah.
Awesome. And is there something you hate about Montreal?
Well, yeah, I'd say the weather. I really hate the weather in winter, yeah.
Good stuff.
Pretty much it.
Straight to the point, I love it. And what was your name?
Gabriel. So
Gabriel?
Yeah.
What do you love about Montreal?
I love the people. Everyone's so creative, so lovely. Everyone's kind. They're so open to any kind of discussion or anything. So it's really nice being here. Yeah.
And how about the hate side of it? Something you hate about Montreal?
Yeah, I'd say like Henry, the weather, like when it gets to winter, it's the worst. Like getting around the metro, the bus, I'd say, just so bad. And people are really depressed, I feel like. And then so the mood's really off, and like everyone's in their own head and like they're doing their own stuff. But when it comes to summer, like everyone's
vibing.
Oh yeah, everyone's vibing. Everyone going to each other. Like it's really nice. Yep.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks. What's your name?
My name is Maerizu.
Mayarizu.
Yeah, exactly.
From Madagascar.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's one thing you love about Montreal?
What I love about Montreal, I think, is the diversity. About the people, the food, and all the things you can find here. And what I hate about it, I think it's going to be the construction, the winter, and the prices that are getting higher every year. Like.
That's awesome.
Thank you, bro.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a nice one.
Oh, what's your name? Dan.
Yeah.
So I do a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What do you have in the box? I'm very curious now.
Poutine.
Poutine. Oh, nice. Oh. Whoa, it's like it's like a poutine pizza or something.
Yeah,
man.
something exactly.
That's me, the new travel.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a great day. What's your name?
Jenna.
Jenna. What's one thing you love about Montreal?
I love the nightlife, the city nightlife.
Cool. Do you have something you love or still thinking?
I'm still thinking.
Okay. Jenna, is there something you hate about Montreal?
The construction,
Okay.
always.
You stole mine.
Really?
Yeah, I was about to say I hate the construction.
Actually, a lot of people answer construction. Is there something else? Something else you hate?
Oh, sometimes like people are rude. Sometimes the people here aren't nice.
Like strangers?
Yeah, strangers. But I mean, we put up with it, you know.
Did you grow up in Montreal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a fun place to be. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Good vibes.
Yeah, exactly. It's easier to find something I hate about it.
What's something you hate about Montreal?
I don't know. I feel like I don't want to answer French because that's a bad answer. It's just there's a lot of stuff that the government could work on.
Okay, like I mean, I don't want to speak for you. Maybe it's hard as an English speaker is kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
There's like tension there, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Especially in like schools, but also now in public places, there's a lot more French that's making it harder to live here if you speak English, primarily.
Well, what I like about Montreal?
Yeah.
Well, everything. I mean, the streets that are closed, summers, the culture, tourists, everything around, all the different kind of people. And what I don't like about Montreal, winters. That's it.
Winter, too easy.
Winter.
Only winter.
Yeah, only winter, really. Because
Yeah.
summertime it's paradise, really. Even if some of the roads are blocked, I know it's not gonna last for like thousands of years. So in a few years, everything is gonna be fixed, and when it's fixed, it's very beautiful. So I have to be patient.
Just entering into the park. Let's see if I can talk to some people here. People are usually in a good mood when they're in the park. Maybe they won't be annoyed by this guy with a camera going up to them. I don't know.
Oh man, there's so many people. This is kind of intimidating.
Believe it or not, I do not like approaching strangers. This has not come easily to me. Sometimes I just look at someone, I'm like, oh, I want to say it, but then I chicken out at the last second.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it for YouTube. What's your name?
My name's Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick, what's one thing you love about Montreal?
Honestly, it's all the parks and the greenery. There's a ton of trees everywhere. And where I live in NDG, all the streets are lined with trees, and I really love that about the city. I feel like a lot more cities could use more greenery. So yeah, that's one thing I love about Montreal.
We got a nice greenery around us right now.
Making the most of the park.
Aw.
One thing I hate about Montreal would be the lack of transportation to the West Island. There's a lot of stuff on the West Island, parks, beautiful parks, and even beaches that you can go visit, but it's kind of hard to get to. So I kind of wish there was a bit more access around there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I love Montreal. I've lived here my whole life, but it's just been, something that, like, trying to visit friends and stuff like that, it always takes forever. So
Appreciate it, man. What's your name?
Larry.
Larry, what's one thing you love about Montreal?
I like the diversity. I love the outdoors activities, the festivals, all the urban and the culture also. Everything that's artistic, they're really open to that. So I love that about Montreal.
Cool. Are you, by the way, are you Montreal born and raised?
I'm born here.
Oh, that's awesome. So you must have something you hate. What do you hate about Montreal?
I mean, I think it's temporary. Like right now, the parking, not the parking, but the constructions, the renovations.
Yeah.
But I understand the backhand behind it. I think the city, they took too much time to start doing it. So now Valérie started to do it all at the same time.
Oh, because I'm new to Montreal, so it wasn't always like this? It's like it's all
like
happening now?
It's like all the mayors in the past years, they just didn't bother doing all the work. So now she just had everything on her table and she decided to do all at the same time, which people were really frustrated, so they made a complaint. So then 2 years ago, she decided to slow down. So she stretched it out a little, but it's pretty frustrating when you're driving downtown and, all the streets are closed and stuff. But, I mean, the city itself, there's nothing much I hate about it, to be honest. Pretty happy over here, pretty good life.
I love the variety of different types of people and different atmospheres that exist. So even between the boroughs and the neighborhoods, but also that you can afford to live here kind of, so that you can see all of these different pathways of life.
Pathways of life. That's an interesting way to think about it. Like Montreal has all the different pathways. Now the tough question, is there something you hate about Montreal?
Yeah, well, I would say obviously it's stuff like the treatment of the homeless population and the disabled population is abysmal. Like I go to McGill and I have pretty bad chronic asthma and I have to go walk up a mountain to go to class every day. And I can't imagine if you were in a wheelchair, for example, even in the shuttle, if you have to cross McTavish, your wheelchair will tip over or roll. There's no foreseeable way to safely get to classes that are at the top. And then all of the metro stations in the downtown core, so Atwater, Peel, McGill, even up on the Orange Line, almost up to Barrie-UQAM, don't have elevators or accessible anything like that. And then the city doesn't have bathrooms, so for the houseless population, then there's a ton of issues like that. So the way that they treat non-normative, what they would consider non-normative populations, I think is a bit too old-fashioned for my liking.
What's something that you love about Montreal?
I think I like how active the activists are in the city. You see them do a variety of different things, like protests. There's stuff happening all the time, everywhere. People, they're angry and they want their voices heard. Graffiti is one of the things I see all the time for actually the climate change that's currently happening right now. People are pissed about it. People want their voices heard.
On the flip side, what's something you hate about Montreal?
I feel like they need to invest more in their transportation system. It does suck. Like, it's good for Canada, it's great for a large city, but trying to get to the South Shore or like Point Claire or something, it's impossible right now. I know like they're working on the light rail, which is nice, but at the moment that's probably the thing I hate the most about the city, is that it's a city, but it's really condensed to the mountain.
That was a good one. You know, we're getting some interesting thoughts here. Yeah, I think something when you're talking about the homeless population or the disabled populations, that's the kind of thing that you don't really notice when you're a tourist in a city, but when you live there, you start to pay more attention to. So we're definitely getting some interesting answers today. Let's see if I can get one or two more.
Do you need time to think, or you think?
I usually can't think of anything before I say it, so
Okay, I dig it.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so one thing that I love about Montreal is the fun and the people. Oh, that's two. Okay.
No, you can vibe. You can go
I'll
with
say
more
Montreal
than one.
is fun. I love Montreal. I love one thing about Montreal, and that's it's so fun. There's people. I meet people all the time, such as yourself. You know, it attracts a lot of like interesting characters.
Awesome.
So that's what I love about Montreal. Okay, what I dislike about Montreal, first thing that comes to my mind is shit. There's like nothing coming to my mind. There's a lot of things that I don't like about Montreal. I can't think of them right. The construction.
Construction.
There we go. It's always under construction. Not that I drive. I literally don't even drive. I just like walk. I like ride a bike. But it's frustrating.
So you are from France originally?
Yeah, I am.
And how long have you been in Montreal?
I've been in Montreal for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
What's one thing you love about Montreal?
The community. Yeah, it's people.
The people.
Yeah. And
What about the people? What makes them special to you?
Their spirit. I feel like I don't know. I'm connecting to another level with people here, I guess. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
On the other side, is there something you hate or dislike about the city?
The construction, maybe. Yeah.
You're soulmates, you give the same answers.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Wow. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
That was funny. So she was Canadian and she gave her answer and she said, wait a minute, my partner will answer too. He's from France. And then he came out and he asked me, okay, he asked her what was her answer. And she's like, I can't say, you're going to give the same answer. So he didn't hear her answer. And then he ended up giving the same answer. So, but hey, I think we got a good variety of answers today. If you enjoyed this, be sure to check out part 1 and 2. This is my 3rd time making a video like this.